Very good morning, students. Welcome back to Data Structures Revision Class 6. Before getting into the Revision Class 6, we'll just check it out. What are the topics we have been covered in the Revision Class 5? We have covered insertion of an element, algorithm for insertion, programs for insertion of an elements. We'll come again. The topics which has been covered, that is insertion of an element, algorithm for insertion, program for insertion of an elements. These are the topics which was being covered in a revision class 5. Now let us see what are the topics to be covered in revision class 6. The same warning note for the students for all the revision classes. Note, this information is for the students, not to skip the videos for the betterment of the students to understand the revision concepts. First, the previous theory classes of a particular topic was being covered. Those videos will be played and followed by that revision concept on the same topic will be carried out. Now, we'll see that what are the topics we are going to cover into today's session. Topics to be covered in revision class 6. The first topic is deletion of an element, algorithm for deletion, program for deletion of an element, and also we have the assignment questions. Let us see one by one in detail.
See how to delete an element into an array. Okay students, now we were discussing about inserting an element into an array. Then we discussed about the algorithm as well as the program. Now we'll see how to delete an element from an array. How to delete an element from an array, same procedure. They will be given an array. We need to know what element and what position, at what position we are going to remove that item or the element. Now here, initially what we did in the insertion, we used to move the number from, suppose for example we had 60, we had that 60, what we did, we moved to position 5, 40 we moved to position 4, like that. Here what we'll do, we move it to the upward. Once you delete the item here, once you delete 30 at the position 2, we just move, we move 40 to 2 and we move 50 to the position 3. So what will happen as a result of this, your n will become n minus 1. In insertion, you are going to insert an element into an array, so your array size will be increased by 1. Here you are going to delete an element into an array, so your number of elements will be reduced to 1, minus 1. So here it is n minus 1. Initially in the previous cases it is n plus 1. So removing an element into an array is called as deletion of an array. Deletion of an element into an array. I repeat, what do you mean by deleting an element into an array? Removing the elements from an array is called deleting an element from an array. Okay. Now, see, I have taken 30 to be deleted. The element 30 to be deleted at position 2. So move number 40 to position 2. Once the element 30 is deleted at position 2, this place will be vacant. Once I delete, it will be vacant. So what I will do, I will move 40 here to position 2 and I will move 50 here to position 3. So as a result of this, your array size, your number of elements n will become n minus 1. Initially it was 5, so 5 minus 1 it will be 4. Now after deletion, see your array elements are reduced by 1, so 10, 20, 40, 50. Before the deletion it was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. Now let me trace an algorithm. Item A of P. Item, so at A of P, I am just giving the item. What is A of P? A of P. Your position is 2. So 2. What is A of 2? At position, so at position A of 2, your item 30 is present, isn't it? So your item 30 is present at A of 2. For I is equal to P, that is I is equal to 2 to n minus 1. What is n? 5 minus 1, that is 4. A of I plus 1, I am giving it to A what is there in A of 3 that you are giving it to A of I? A of I is 2. So 2 position what you are giving? What is there in I plus 1? That is 2 plus 1, 3. What is there in A of 3? A of 3 what we have? A of 3 we have 40. That 40 I am moving it to A of 2. Okay. 40 is moved to A of 2. Once this item is deleted, 40 is moved to A of 2. Again, your for loop you have to increment. Here what will happen? A of 3. So here I value, once I value in the previous case I value will be decremented. In case of insertion I value gets decremented, here I value gets incremented. In algorithm I have not shown, but I have just mentioned you I will be for loop will be I is equal to p to n minus 1. So what will be the either I value is going to increment or decrement. In the previous cases I value is going to decrement. Here in this division I value is going to increment. So I will become I plus 1. So that is I value is now 3. What is A of 3? 50. So 50 I will give you, or I will give it to A of 3. Okay. So A of I value was initially it was, now A of 3 50. Now 50 will go to the position 3. Okay. 50 will go to the position 3. Now obviously the elements we remove. So now 10, 20 will be as it is. Now the item 40 is moved to A of 2. The item 50 is moved to A of 3. Then the condition phase will just come. Then the condition phase will just exit. Now n value become n minus 12 because previously our elements were 5. Now it is reduced to 4. Then we exit. Now we'll see how to implement this algorithm in case of C++ program. So I spoke about deleting an element into an array. Now I have written the program. We have seen the algorithm and the tracing. I repeat it. Removing an element from an array, we call it as deletion. So here what we used to do is we have to remove the element from an array. So as a result of that, your array size will become n, array element size will become n is equal to n minus 1. Now we'll see the program, the implementation of deleting an element from an array. We have header files hash include iostream.h. So why we need this header file? To include input output stream. For all your C in your console in and console out we use iostream. You are supposed to include conio.h. For your clear screen getch function calls you need to include that too. Now I have used manipulator. Why? Because I have used a manipulator setw, endl and all. If you use in a program, you are supposed to use the manipulator called iomanip.h. Okay. Now your program execution begins from the main function. This is your declaration part. In integer, I have just declared an array. I is in the for loop. I use a variable. So n is to store the number of elements. Element is to store the element to be deleted. P is the position. Okay. Now how many elements to be inserted? Or how many elements? How many elements? I just take here. Imagine I have given n as 5. Now enter the elements. I am just entering the elements. Imagine I am entering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have entered 5 elements. Now enter the, for that to store the elements, to read the element from the keyboard I have used a for loop. I have stored in an array of 5. Now enter the position. Imagine I am giving my position is 2. Okay. Imagine I am giving position 2. Now P is greater than or equal to n minus 1. For example, my position is 2 is greater than, what is a n? A n is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. 2 is not greater than 4. So this statement will not be executed. Okay. If your position is greater than this, for example, I have given my position as 6. 6 is greater than or equal to n minus 1, that is 4. Obviously 6 is greater than or equal to 4. So I will write it as, I will get the output result as invalid position. I repeat, have declared in array variables. So how many elements? I am just taking the input from the user, n elements. that is n value is 5 elements. Enter the array elements. I am reading the array elements 1, 2, 3, 4 in an array. Now enter the position. I am entering the position. What is my position? I have taken it as 2. Now this condition fails here. So 2 is not greater than 4. It fails here. Now I will go to the else part. If condition fails, I am going to else part. Now I am comparing. I am just giving at a of p. What is a of p? A of 2. At position a of 2, I am just giving my element. What is the element? The element is 3. So what position you will be pointing? At this position. This I am giving it as. So at this position, if I mention what is my element? Your element is 3. Is it clear? You are only mentioning the position. Why? Because at that particular position this element will be removed. So I am giving a of p, that is a of 2. A of 2 where what is present? What element is present? The element is 3. So for I is equal to p. What is your p value? 2. I is less than 5. N value is 5. Okay. Now a of I plus 1. What is the I value? 2 plus 1, that is 3. Okay, that I will give it to a of 2. What is your 3? 4. Okay, 4 I am giving it to, this will be deleted. So now 4 I am giving it to a of 2. Now 4 is moved from this position to this position. I value gets incremented. Now I value is 3. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So what is my a of 4? I have 5. 5 I am giving it to 3. I value is 3. So now 5 will be moved to this position, that is position 3. Okay. Now 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. Now we have shifted, we have removed the elements 3. Now 4 is shifted to 2. 5 is shifted to 3 position, at position 3. Now again I value gets incremented. What is the I value? 4. Okay, but we don't have any more elements. So the condition fails. So now n will become n minus 1. So n will become n minus 1. The elements after deletion are, so what are the elements after deletion? 1, 2, 4, 5. So now when I write the output for this program, when I write the output, so what is this? First is how many elements? How many elements? So 5. Next, enter the elements. I am just entering the elements. Enter the elements. Enter the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, enter the position. Enter the position. So imagine I am giving the position as 2. So after this process, I have the elements after deletion. The elements after the deletion are, what are the elements after the deletion? 1, 2, 4 and 5. So I repeat. So what is the only difference between insertion and deletion in the sense, here in the insertion we are just going to move the elements now. So in the deletion we are going to just move the elements. 4 I have moved to position 2, 5 from 4 I moved the position to 3. Here it is n will become n minus 1. Whereas in the insertion your array size gets increases after adding an element, then n will become n plus 1. So what we have did, we have read the elements, we have taken the number of elements, we have taken only the position. So I have taken the position that now the position contains, now if I tell the position 2, at 2 what I had initially, I had 3. Okay, initially it was like this, 3, 4, 5. At position 2 what I had the element 3. When I trace the program, so what I do, initially I start from 2. Initially I start from the I values 2. I is equal to p, I is less than or equal to n. Here I value gets incremented. In case of insertion, I value gets decremented. In deletion, I value gets incremented. So what I will do, this 1 and 2 will be as it is. Here once I tell this element will be removed, and here a of 3 I'll give it to A of 2. So 4 is moved to this position. A of 4, I'll just move it to 5 is moved to A of 3. Okay, now the element got removed. So what is your array elements after the deletion is 1, 2, 4, 5. Why? Because at position 2 I had the elements 3 and 3 got deleted. After the deletion we have the array elements. See how many elements? 5. Enter the array elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have entered the position 0, 1, 2. So at 2 position we have 3. Now the elements after deletion is 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. Now the element after deletion is 1, 2, 4, 5. So this is about deletion. Next we'll see, I'll just give an introduction about sorting. We have seen, so far we have seen linear search and how to insert an element, delete an element. We have seen searching. In searching we have seen linear search and binary search. Then we have seen how to insert an element into an array, how to delete an element into an array. Next we'll see the sorting techniques in the array. Okay, we have seen about, I discussed about how to insert an element into an array, how to delete an element into an array. We have seen the algorithms as well as the implementation by using C++. We have written the program in C++, how to do the insertion, how to do the deletion, very important even for your lab point of view. These are your lab programs too, how to insert an element into an array, how to delete an element into an array. Okay, fine. Next we need to discuss about the sorting techniques. Okay, sorting is nothing but the arrangement of elements in some order. It could be ascending order or it could be descending order. We have different types of sorting techniques. We have bubble sort, quick sort, selection sort, insertion sort, heap sort, shell sort, radix sort, etc. But for your syllabus we will discuss only one sorting technique, that is insertion sort. Okay, we have seen two types of searching, linear search, binary search, but wherein in the sorting we will see only one sorting, that is insertion sort. We have only one kind of sort, that is insertion sort. For example, insertion sort I will explain with an example and even the algorithm and the implementation in the next session. Thank you. Very good morning students, welcome back to our online class. So in today's class, last session I discussed about inserting an element into an array. In today's session we will see how to delete an element into an array with the algorithm and the program. And I have, as usual, I have given you the assignment question 2. I have given two questions. One is to write the algorithm and next one you have to write a program and how to implement the given algorithm. Okay, by using C++ program, how to implement this algorithm we will see. Now first we will see the logic behind. Now I'll explain you the algorithm. We'll see how to delete an element into an array. Then we'll see the program. Okay. Now I've just written the algorithm here, how to delete an element into an array. First we should know the item. Okay. First we should know the item. Here if you want to mention the position you can mention, otherwise position is not needed. If you tell the item, it will search for the item and that particular position also we can delete. So otherwise you have to tell the item and what is the position. If that is there, we can delete the element into an array. Okay. Now for example, let me consider an array. So have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so the array size is 5. I have inserted 5 elements. Now I want to delete the element 30 at position 2. If I want to delete the element at position 2, now what happens after deleting? I have to shift this 3 to place 2, 4 to position 3. So only here shifting happens. Here high value gets, instead of decrementing, your high value gets incremented. In insertion, by inserting the element into an array, so what we will do, we used to decrement for the for loop we used to decrement, that will be I minus minus, here it will be I plus plus. Okay. Now once I mentioned the position 2, what is the element which is present at position 2? We have the item 3, item 30, so item 30 has to be deleted at position 2. So here we'll see. Okay, here we will see now a of I plus 1, I will give it to a of I. For example, I plus 1. So your A of I plus 1, imagine your I is equal to P to n minus 1. P is nothing but your position, so you will give you have to mention the position. Imagine I mentioned the position is 2. So I value is equal to 2. What is your n? Your n will be your size of an array. Your n will be 5. So n is 5 minus 1, that is 4. Okay. Now A of I plus 1. A of 2 plus 1 is what? We have A of I plus 1 is 2 plus 1, 3. So A of 3, I will give it to A of I, that is A of 2. For example, now A of 2, I have deleted 30. A of I plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3. What is there? What element is there? 40. Now 40, I am just moving it to the position 2. Okay. Now I value gets again incremented. Now I value gets incremented from 2 to 3. Okay. Now A of 3 plus 1 is 4. What is there in A of 4? A of 4 I have 50. What is A of 5? That is 3. Now at position 4 I have 50. 50 is shifted to A of 3. Okay. Now here in this case n value will become n minus 1. If your array size is 5, it will be 1 less than what you have initialized. If your array size is 6, it will be less than what you have mentioned. If it is 5, it is 4. Now see your array size 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if it is 5, your array size will be decremented by 1. Now we have only 4 elements. This is an algorithm like how to delete an element into an array. Next we will see the program, the implementation of this algorithm, how to delete an element in the array. Okay, students, now we'll see the implementation part. Now we'll just write the program for how to delete an element into an array. Similarly, how we wrote to insert an element into an array. Here division also same. Only thing here the logic changes. There we used to follow. We initialize. We just declared. We just give the we gave the limits. Then there we used to decrement the I. Here we used to increment the variable I. Okay, now here you see for deleting an element into an array. So as usual, we have an header file #include iostream.h and #include conio.h also you need to include. For if at all you are using clear screen and getch, here I am not used, but before declaring or after your declaration part, you can use your clear screen routine. Here if you use getch. Here if you use getch and clear screen, you are supposed to include the necessary header files. We have conio.h, iostream.h, and why I am using iomanic.h? Why? Because I use setwidth. If I use indent, setwidth and all, I have to use iomanic.h. Now we just started. The program execution starts from the main function. So we have declaration. I have declared array your variable y, because in the for loop I will be using the variable I. N stands, it will take the number of elements. Element holds the element which has to be deleted, and P is it holds the position which at what position we are going to delete the element. So P contains the position. Now how many elements? So that how many elements you want to insert into an array is asking. Imagine if I am taking 8. So n is equal to 8. Now enter the elements. What are the elements I am going to enter? Those are your array elements. For example, imagine I am writing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have just given enter the array elements. I have given 8 elements: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. Now that will be read by your keyboard. So when you enter, it will be stored in to read the input from the keyboard. Here I have used the for loop. It will be stored in an array. So enter the position. Now I will be entering the position. Imagine I have entered the position. So imagine this is your array. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I want to delete the element. Imagine I want to delete the element 30 at position 2. So okay, now your position, I enter the position. Imagine I am giving the position 2. Okay, now 2 is greater than or equal to n minus 1. What is the n? 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. 2 is greater than or equal to 7. Next 2 is greater than or equal to 7. If the position goes beyond the array size, imagine if I give the position is 8. So 8 is greater than 7. Not 8. If I give the position 2 should be Greater than or equal to 7 means it is an invalid position. Okay. 2 is greater than or 7. 2 is not greater than 7. If the position goes beyond this, it has to tell it is an invalid position. Okay. If this condition satisfies, it has to tell it is invalid position, otherwise it will come to the else part. The condition fails here. 2 is not greater than 7, it will come here. So we will give the element to a of p. So what is the element? What is there in a of p? A of 2. So a of 2, what we have? 30. So we need to delete the element 30. Okay. So after deleting, now you see in your for loop, once you delete, now we will be shifting for I is equal to p. P is nothing but 2. I is less than n. What is your n? Your n is 8. Okay, next we'll see. Now a of I plus 1, I will give it to a of I. What is a of I plus 1? A of I is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So a of 3, I will give it to a of 2. Okay, a of 3 is 40. Now 40 is moved to position. Okay, 40 is moved to position 2. Again, I value here it gets incremented. Now I value gets incremented from 2 to 3. So what is 3 plus 1? 4. What is there in a of 4? 50. 50 is moved to a of 3. 50 is moved to a of 3. Again, I value gets incremented to 4. So what is there in a of I plus 1 is 4 plus 1, 5. What is there in a of 5? 60. 60 is moved to a of 5. That is a of 5 is 4. Now 60 is moved to a of 4. 50 50 or 60 no? 60. Okay. Now we have I value gets incremented to 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. What is there in a of 6? A of 6, 70. 70 is moved to a of 5, that is 5. Now 70 is shifted here. I value again it's get incremented to 6. So I plus 1 is 7. What is there in a of 7? A of 7 I have 80. 80 is shifted to a of 5, that is a of 6, that is 80. So 80 I shifted to a of 6. Now I value gets incremented to 7. Okay. Now I value gets incremented to 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So a of 5, 8 here the condition fails. We won't have a of 5. Why? Because the size is only from 0 to 7. Here the condition fails. N value becomes n minus 1. So your array size decreases. Now we want to just display the element after deletion. So once if I start writing your output, so your output will be like this. First what the program says, how many elements? How many elements? How many elements? So your output will be how many elements. So it will imagine I have given, I have taken 8. Now enter the elements. Enter the array elements. Enter the elements. Enter the elements. How many elements I have entered? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Now enter the position. Enter the position. Enter the positions. Imagine I have entered the position as 2. So after this 0, 1, 2. At position 2 what I have 30. So the elements after deletion is okay. Now we have 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. Okay. So this is your output. So this is the implementation of your algorithm how to delete an element into an array. So in the next class we will see insertion sort. Thank you. Please go through your assignment questions. Thank you.
Before saying the assignment questions, we'll just check it out. What are the topics we have covered in this session? Deletion of an element, algorithm for deletions, program for deleting of an element. These are the 3 topics which have been covered in today's sessions. Now let us see what are the assignment questions for today's session. Today's session 2 we have covered, which carries 5-mark questions. Here we have 2 questions from today's session. The first question is, write an algorithm for deleting an element into an array. Write a program for deleting an element into an array. We'll just check it out again. The first question is write an algorithm for deleting an element into an array. The second question is write a program for deleting an element into an array. Students, I hope so that today's topic is clearly understood by you. Thank you. We'll see you into the next session. Thank you.